Okay, it's now time for us to find out what Nigerians are saying on social media. Oyimai.
Thank you, Shola. Good morning. Welcome to Kakaaki Social. On this segment of the show, we spotlight the issues that shape conversation in the Nigerian social media. I am Ohimai Amaize. So what's trending this morning? AIT is trending. Kakaaki Social is trending. Your presenter is trending on social media. Okay, yesterday, the special assistant to the president on new media, Tolu Ogunlesi, came at AIT and myself on social media yesterday attacking us. He actually called me a PDP agent. And that issue sparked off a lot of reactions yesterday from Nigerians. Let's go to the social media now and take a look at what exactly happened and what transpired. Tolu Ogunlesi attacking AIT, attacking your presenter yesterday. He has called me a PDP agent. This is what he tweeted. He said this is the AIT TV show that fabricated the story of a visit by VP and Amechi to OBJ. Show host is a PDP agent with a reputation for fabrications like this. Doing dirty work for PDP. Plan was to make it seem like VP went to beg OBJ. His tweet got some reactions. Let's take a look at how Nigerians were reacting to this tweet yesterday from Shoshelaye Ideraya tweeting at Shoshelaye. Tolu, I watch this show every morning and all they do is read out trending tweets and laugh. They didn't fabricate this story and they also pointed out that the account quoted was OBJ's parody account. You are changing a lot. It's scary. Don't lose yourself. We'll take a look at more comments from Wonderfully Cree one. I watched the program live this morning and the presenter said clearly that it's a parody tweet. Tolu Ogunlesi should watch the replay on YouTube. Nigerians reacting to this issue yesterday from Ima Ikume. They reported it on AIT because it was trending online. If you follow the program, you will understand that Kakaaki Social is about things trending on social media. That's why they reported what Laolu Akonde tweeted so as to state the true facts of what happened. And from Chosen Somto, Tolu Ogunlesi's problem is the presenter. It is not a secret that he envies Ohimai. He got a response to this tweet from Henry Banks. Envy Ohimai? For what exactly, please? Tolu can never envy that guy. Ohimai is not professional at all. From Henry Banks tweeting yesterday, I told you guys I was trending yesterday, you didn't believe me, now you can see. Olawumi95 tweeting said, and you are a professional, right? Mr. Fix Nigeria is the only presenter out there actually showing to the leaders, Nigerians and the world, how the people and common Nigerians feel about the ruling class and lets us know what is trending. Of course, you recall that yesterday, we brought you this issue of the reported visit of the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo to Ota, along with the DG of the President Buhari's campaign, Rotimi Amechi. This issue was trending in the Nigerian social media. It was not fabricated by AIT. It was not fabricated by Kakaaki Social. There was a report on Daily Post which stated exactly what we reported yesterday. This is the story on the website of Daily Post, published November 21st, 2018. As you can see, Osinbajo and Amechi meet Obasanjo. Let's take a look at the next slide, which captures details of that report. As you can see, images have emerged of a meeting Vice President, Prof. Yemi Osinbajo and Director General of the President Muhammadu Buhari campaign organization, Rotimi Amechi, held with former President Olusegun Obasanjo. Still in that report from the website of Daily Post, the meeting between the duo and ex-President Obasanjo was held in Ota, Ogun State, behind closed doors. This was Daily Post reporting. A Nigerian online newspaper with a verified Twitter account reported that story. So this was not fabricated at all by AIT or Kakaaki Social. Now, let's go on and take a look at this issue, which we need to really clarify right now. We don't fabricate stories on Kakaaki Social. We don't generate comments on Kakaaki Social. The idea of this show is basically to show Nigerians what people are saying on the social media, comments about various issues that are trending, and on this show, President Buhari, issues about President Buhari have been portrayed on this show. On Kakaaki Social, issues about the PDP presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, have also been presented on this show. So we don't actually know where this is coming from. We are not partisan at all. This is a show that the idea of Kakaaki Social is just to show Nigerians what people are saying on the social media. So we don't fabricate comments. And we go on and take a look at this issue that also trended yesterday. Obasanjo asked AIT to retract false report of meeting with Osinbajo in Ota. Of course, we treated this issue yesterday as a trending issue on the social media. Of course, that was a report on Premium Times, Mr. Obasanjo, in a statement by his media aide, Kehinde Akinyemi, on Friday, said the portrayal by AIT was false and also demanded an apology for Mr. Oshibanjo for the embarrassment it might have cost him. He expressed disappointment in the station's failure to verify the fake Twitter account before airing it on the station, stating that he was in Sokoto for the Zero Hunger project at the time the false news was aired by the station. Quoting that statement, the media aide of former President Obasanjo, it is a fact that severally the former president has dissociated himself from owning any social media accounts. Therefore, it is highly disappointing that such sensitive Twitter posts would be allowed to go on air without verification by the Africa Independent Television AIT, Mr. Akinyemi stated. But the truth is, did Mr. Akinyemi actually watch Kakaaki Social yesterday? We stated clearly that the tweet we read of the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, was a parody tweet. This is a footage of what happened yesterday on Kakaaki Social. Let's take a look. Obasanjo photos. Let's take a look at details of this report. Images have emerged of a meeting Vice President Prof. Yemi Oshibanjo and the Director General of the President Muhammadu Buhari Campaign Organization, Rotimi Amechi, held with former President Olusegun Obasanjo. The meeting between the duo and ex-President Obasanjo was held in Ota, Ogun State, behind closed doors. Daily Post reports that the meeting held hours before the book launch of former President Goodluck Jonathan in Abuja. Media people were not allowed to cover the said meeting. This is Daily Post filing this report, claiming that the former president met with Yemi Oshibanjo and Rotimi Amechi in Ota before he attended former President Goodluck Jonathan's book launch on Tuesday. Well, let's take a look at how this generated some talk. These are the photos from that meeting. You can see the DG of the Muhammadu Buhari campaign, Rotimi Amechi, shaking hands with Obasanjo there. This is the image we saw before, and comments already. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo tweeting at Chief_Obasanjo. Well, it's not Chief Obasanjo. This is a parody account of the former president. Tweeting said, yesterday, the Vice President of Nigeria, Yemi Oshibanjo, and Amechi paid me a visit to seek for my support ahead of 2019 general elections. Despite the innuendo that I am no longer influential as regards Nigerian politics, I don't know why they're still rushing me. These are not the words of Chief Obasanjo. That's a parody account, just so we're clear. And then from... So what's really the furor about? We stated clearly yesterday that it was a parody account of the former president. And I think media aides to people in high places need to apprise themselves with how the social media space works. On Twitter, parody accounts exist. Her Majesty the Queen of England has a parody account in her name. This is the parody account of the Queen of England at Queen_UK. It has 1.5 million followers. Twitter allows users to create parody accounts, and as long as they clearly state that those accounts are parody. And we stated clearly on the show yesterday that it was a parody account, and on the bio of that account, it was also stated clearly that it's a parody of the former president. And if you look also, President of the United States, Donald Trump, celebrities, organizations across the world have parody accounts named after them. So this is Donald Trump's parody account. It has 87,000 followers. Twitter would not shut this down because it is clearly classified as a parody account. It's part of the Twitter rules and regulations. So media aides, before they issue statements on behalf of their principals, need to know these things. So this is the parody account of former President Olusegun Obasanjo. It's clearly stated, not Chief Dr. Olusegun Obasanjo, parody. And we did not make that mistake of attributing it as the words of Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president. We stated clearly yesterday on the show that this was a parody tweet. And like I said earlier on Kakaaki Social, the idea is basically in a light-hearted manner sometimes to present to Nigerians issues that are trending, what people are talking about their politicians, things people say about Atiku have been said here, not so complimentary things. Things people say about Buhari have been said on this show, not so complimentary things. It's the way social media is. You win sometimes, you lose sometimes. And let's go on and take a look at yesterday what how we treated this issue. Just to further buttress that, we treated this issue as something that was not verified. Laolu Akonde debunked the report, and we also used Laolu Akonde's tweet debunking that report. Take a look at this clip. Laolu Akonde, media aide to the vice president, tweeted yesterday. He said, "Ignore reports VP Oshibanjo alongside Minister Amechi held meeting with former President Obasanjo in Ota. Yesterday at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, on his way to Lagos, VP ran into the former president, who had just landed. They exchanged pleasantries, period. So that was what happened. According to Lalo Akonde, it was just a chance meeting at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. They didn't go to Otta, as being claimed on social media, to see the former president. And exactly is the issue. A Nigerian reacting to this issue yesterday, this morning actually tweeted that, Cody Esquire, if you know this segment and the manner of reportage of the anchor, you will know that he makes efforts to verify the handles he puts up and even calls out the parody handles. I, for one, thought OBJ really made the tweet until I saw Kakaaki Social yesterday and found it to be fake. So media aides to former President Obasanjo, you should actually be commending AIT for calling out that account as a parody account, not issuing a statement on behalf of your principal asking AIT to retract the story. It wasn't a news report. It wasn't on the news bulletin of AIT. It was on Kakaaki Social, the social media segment of Kakaaki, which is a segment that brings issues trending in social media. And we treated it as parody for the records. So, well, just in case former President Olusegun Obasanjo is still angry, we are very sorry. We retract. We won't do it again. Ejosa, Emma Binu. Okay, on that note, we wrap up Kakaaki Social this morning. Follow the conversation on our social media platforms at Kakaaki Social on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at Kakaaki Social. I am Ohimai Amaize. Kakaaki Social returns on Monday next week at 8 a.m. Stay tuned. Meet the Candidates is still on. I'm joining Shola right now as the conversation continues.
Okay, you might nice one there. Those refutals and